first or something, right? All right, so we have, ladies and gentlemen, and anybody in between, put your hands together. We got the one and only, the fabulous, the funny, sometimes drunk, but aren't we all? Phyllis Diller!
Thank you, Zach. Oh, I'm so glad to be here. I'm glad to be anywhere. My blood type is so low. It's type D. That's D for desiccated. Do you love my gloves? I love these gloves. I love them so much. I have another pair just like them at home. Yesterday, I walked into the POA and said, "Hi, my name is Phyllis, and I'm an alcoholic." Well, the woman behind the counter looked at me and she said, "Phyllis, this is the POA, not AA." I said, "Yeah, but now you know why my golf cart is in the lake." So I don't drink for religious reasons. I drink for any reason at all. I only drink on the days that start with a T. Tuesday, Thursday, today, tomorrow. Did you know that 1 in 8 Americans suffers from alcoholism? The rest of us have a really great time. Oh gosh, alcohol just really messes with your short-term memory, doesn't it? Alcohol really messes with your short-term memory, doesn't it? The experts say that cleaning with alcohol does a really good job. I disagree. I don't want to do anything after the first bottle. I mean, what's the point? You vacuum, you clean, you dust. 6 months later, you have to do it all over again. Oh gosh, if you're gonna let your kids write their names in the dust on the furniture, just don't let them write the year. I have a really relaxed attitude about child rearing. I don't cry over spilled milk. Spilled vodka, that's another story. It takes $235,000 to raise a child nowadays. That's terrible. That's just for the alcohol. I want my kids, I love my kids, I want my kids to have everything I never had. And then I'm moving in. But you have to be careful because your kids get to choose your nursing home. Yeah, so be careful. Because I must have said something wrong, I don't know what, but I'm no longer frolicking at Happy Meadows Rest Home. Now I'm in a camper van in Quartzsite. Oh, yes. Well, I don't care. I don't care. Before I go to Quartzsite or Happy Camp or wherever, I have a bucket list. And on my bucket list is to fill my bucket with more wine. I even have a dog. I trained my dog to bring me a glass of red wine every night. I call him my Bordeaux Collie. I got a bottle of wine for my husband the other day.
That's a good trade.
Well, yeah, I think that was a good trade, don't you? So here's how I feel about optimists who say the glass is half full. And there are pessimists who say the glass is half empty. But I am a realist. I say there's room for more wine. That's my time. Thank you. I want to say happy birthday to April. I know that the highway of life, 55, is just a bump in the road. I wish you smooth roads and no detours. Thank you all.
All right, give it a round of applause to Phyllis Diller, also known as Daryl around here. And we're going to have our next comedian up. Let me go ahead. Give me 1 second here. Bring on the stage our little tart. You might have seen her on America's Got Talent, Sandra the Queen Chastain. All right, big round of applause, big round of applause.
Happy birthday, April. This is fun. So nice being in Canyon Lake, isn't it? You know, I love it here. I moved here. It's a shame there's nothing to do though, isn't it? It's kind of boring. It's fantastic.
Turn it up.
Put it up to my mouth, she said. Well, my name's Sandra. Is that better? My name's Sandra. Well, what else? I have forgotten. What is my name? That's not how it is. Hang on. I'm originally from England. No. But you probably already guessed that because of my teeth. Yeah? Actually, for the British standard, my teeth aren't too bad, are they? No, you see? I'm thinking about going back to England and becoming a tooth model. I can hear her now, look at her. She's got them all in a row. I bet she could murder a corn on the cob. Look at her chew, she's gorgeous. And of course it's true. And you love the accent, don't you? Because you come up to me all the time and you go, oh my God, you are so cute. Say something English. You bloody wanker. Oh, you're adorable. I wish I had an accent. You do. I do. You do. Just saying, you know. And getting my first apartment in America was so exciting. Mine was a 1-bedroom, half bath, freshly painted, new shag carpet. You have a carpet for that. You think of everything, don't you? You know. And I couldn't stop making me laugh. I couldn't wait to see a half bath. I've never seen a half bath. I thought it was going to be like a mini tub or something, but it's not, is it? No, it's a shower. A half bath is a shower. And you know, we Brits, we like to bathe. Because you can't have a fag and a cup of tea in a shower, can you? You know. And the restaurants here are so fantastic and the service is fantastic. You know, you sit down in a restaurant and you ask the waiter, what do you recommend? And they'll say something like, well, tonight we've got wild Alaskan salmon, or filet mignon with reduction. Whatever that is, it sounds yummy to me. But you go to England in a restaurant, service is not quite as important to them as it is here, and nor is the food apparently either, but they have improved, I heard. But you say to the waiter, so what do you recommend? And he'll say, I don't know what you like, I don't even know you. Well, perhaps you could tell me what the most popular thing is on the menu? How would I know? There's 4 of us work here. We haven't had a meeting, for God's sake. Now, what do you want to bloody order? And it's the same in the stores, you know. You go into like a Costco kind of store where all the piled on, you know, all of them are small, by the way, which I've noticed. But there's the shirts and the pants and the jeans and so on. And you look through and you ask the girl, excuse me, do you have this in large? And she'll say, is there a large there? Well, no. Well, we don't have one then, do we? And God forbid you have to take anything back, because you better rehearse for a couple of days as to what was wrong with it, just to be able to say you'll get your money back. It's terrible, terrible. Am I right, Lisa? And I had my little girl come back to England with me. I raised her here because the food in England is so bad, full of sugar, fat, lard, all that. I definitely designed so that you never get to the age where you can draw your government pension. It's a smart move. But my little daughter didn't understand the English food. So my mother said to her, Sarah, she was only 5, you know, never had English food. What would you like to eat? What about your mum's favourite? Beans on toast. Oh, okay, well, not to worry. What about a nice steak and kidney pudding with gravy? Oh, all right, well, you know, what about some fish fingers and mushy peas? No! And my mother turned to me in horror and said, what have you been feeding this kid? I said, well, not that crap, otherwise she'd look like this, thanks to you. God. And you know, there's words and phrases in England that you come here and you learn that they're not exactly the same, you know. This over here is your fanny, right? This is your fanny. Is that right? Fanny? In England, this is your fanny. So when this man said, get your fanny over here, I was shocked. Shocked, and I thought, gosh, we've never even been on a date. Good Lord, and the fanny pack was a trend when I first came here. You know, they had the label on it, fanny pack. Well, I laughed my head off, and I thought, gotta buy one, send it back to England to my sisters. So I sent it to my sister, and a little while later she called. She said, thank you so much for that fabulous gift. Now, how the hell did you put it on? And a guy came up to me, because like I say, these words are a little bit different, you might know, but a guy came up and introduced himself, very, very, you know, enthusiastically, shook my hand, and he said, hi, I'm Randy. I said I feel a little sexy myself, but I don't go around introducing myself with that, for God's sake. What's wrong with you? And there's a phrase that's used in England, often, all the time. Can you knock me up in the morning? Can you knock me up in the morning? And what that means is, when you go past my apartment door, could you knock the door and wake me up? Because I guarantee you 100%, no woman that says that wants you to come back tomorrow and make her pregnant. It'll never happen. Now you guys, you talk about everything, don't you? No holes barred, you're not shy like we English people, we're shy. We don't talk about sex. Well, we do it all the time, but we don't talk about it. We're private, you know. And I had a co-worker, and she came in one day and she said, I'm going to be a complete bitch today. I'm on my period. What? What? Oh my God. And now we're working together, we'll have our periods at exactly the same time. Keep it down! People can hear you. Why are you telling me this? I mean, isn't anything here that you can leave unsaid? So embarrassing. And I remember when I was a kid at that age, you know, that sensitive age, and my mum wanted to have that little talk with me. So she took me up to the bathroom and to the medicine cabinet. She said, Sandra, you're going to get cramps. Something's going to happen. And you will know when it happens, and when it happens, use these things. I'm glad we had this little talk. So, you know, not a long time after that, I did get cramps. I did. And I knew something was going to happen. So I went back up to that medicine cabinet and I took those things. And you know what? In no time at all, that Pepto-Bismol cleared up my diarrhea. I had no idea. She was absolutely right. So now, if it was today or, you know, a couple of years ago, let's just be honest, she might be taking me back up to that cabinet to tell me about menopause, right? She might be taking me up there. And she'd say, probably, something's going to happen. And you will know when it happens. And when it happens, use these things. But these are razors, Mum. What am I going to use them for? She said to shave off the beard. Thank you.